I'm never sure how to actually start these kind of, these update videos. I find the idea of them really, really pretentious, but at the same time, people need to know what's happening if they want to know. Basically, I'm going to be moving every video from this channel that isn't a video essay, which is everything but like, 6 videos so far. And I'm going to be chucking them on another channel, which you can find either here or in the description of this video. And this is the reason why. Yet again, I think I prefaced the last update video like this. Nothing serious. This is just the thing that's happening. Nothing crazy going on. I don't have cancer. I'm not terminal, No one's died yet. I'm just moving a couple of videos around. The primary reason being that I produce, if you've seen my channel, a kind of wide and weird variety of content, especially going into some pretty obscure stuff, I would say. But the thing is that it comes in lots of different formats. For example, I do like podcasts, video essay, film reviews. Film reviews are the main one. And then I do other weird stuff, like I did some Criterion videos. I did these things called offcuts, which are just me talking about random films I'd seen in a given month and just vaguely talking about them. They make up about 70% of the total views I get, despite being, a tiny minority of the videos I have. And thus I also get quite a few subscribers from them. And one of the issues I've kind of found myself facing is that I started making this channel just for film reviews, just being like, hey, I want to talk about this thing. And then only later I was like, oh, I can move into, this kind of new format that's emerging. When I started making video essays around April last year, it was just when Captain Christian had started. If you haven't seen his stuff, fantastic. But that was kind of the new wave of video essays starting to come on YouTube. It started to become really, really popular, especially after the success of Every Frame a Painting. And I was like, hey, this is a really cool new format. And I tried it out. And it was like really, really successful for me. And I really liked the video I put out. Like, these things personally are the best stuff I produce, I think. Like, these video essays not only get quite a few views compared to the other stuff I do, but they're also the best stuff I produce personally. But the issue is, people subscribe for these video essays, but then I'm still producing like 5 to 10 reviews between each one. So people go, oh, this guy's done this video essay, I'm gonna subscribe for this. And then they just get a bunch of stuff that isn't that. It kind of gets clogged up in the mix. Now, that wouldn't be such a big issue because you might say, oh, people subscribe for your personality with film reviews, with podcasts, that sort of thing. In which case I say, what I'm doing, move it on to a personal channel. So the personal channel idea is, it's, all those videos that aren't video essays are very much my personality coming through. The fact that people subscribe for that, kind of weird. But the idea is, even if you're not subscribing for the image of me, it's at least for content that is very personalized and kind of raw. A lot of it's off the cuff, all reviews off the cuff, podcasts obviously off the cuff. Video essays, on the other hand, are the exact opposite. They're so nuanced and they take like a really, really, really long time to make, and they're really, really hard, which is another reason why I'm dedicating Alpha-Alpaca-Pack specifically to that purpose. One of the things I'm always up for is constantly evolving and challenging and getting better and better and better and better, and I think you can see that if you watch like the first film review I ever did and the most recent one, which currently is the It's Such a Beautiful Day review. Big, huge difference. I think I didn't even know what like white balance was during that first video. So YouTube for me has always been a really good motivating tool and teaching tool. And I basically learnt video editing and narrating and camera skills doing that sort of thing. But I made like, I don't even know, 35 film reviews, I want to say. And especially the most recent ones where I'm doing them with my friend Sean, and I'm having to edit and cut, and it takes a really, really, really long time, but it's gotten to the point where it's industrial and it's very, very mechanic, and they end up taking a really, really long time to make. All it was is just edit. And I really, really like the actual film reviewing part. I really like talking about films. I really like watching films, obviously. It was hard, but hard in a way that wasn't really teaching me much. It was just kind of, I kind of got the routine down pat, and it was just kind of treading water. But on the other hand, video essays maintain their difficulty always. They're very, very hard to make, but obviously the most rewarding out of anything, and definitely the best content I actually produce. But the thing is that they're always fresh inherently, because you're having to come up with new ideas, research things you've never heard of, and compile it in an interesting way. And obviously that's what makes it so hard, but it's also really, really, really complex and really enjoyable. And I think it's understandable, at least in that case, that I want to move into and start pursuing more things that are really difficult, because I want to get better at things. For example, writing, I find really, really hard for video essays, and I think other people do too. The research stage, compiling and writing an essay where you have to consider not only the words you're saying and how they're going to flow out in narration, but you're having to consider how it's going to sound, as in how the narration is going to sound and how the video is going to sound, and then also what it's going to look like. And that's a really, really complex task. You're juggling a lot of things, let alone actually doing the narration, cutting the narration, editing the script, editing the video. You know, it depends what sort of things you're doing. If you see like Captain Christian stuff, like I mentioned before, his editing is crazy. I'm not at that level yet, obviously, but the main idea is it's really, really challenging, and I want to do things that are challenging. Video reviews, on the other hand, not so challenging. Does that mean I'm gonna stop doing them? No, but I'm probably not gonna be doing them as much, or until I find someone who can really consistently help me edit them. I've actually got like 3 to 5 reviews just backed up that I haven't edited yet, because it's such a slog to get through editing them, and I'm just really not very inspired to. So just for reference, personal channel, gonna keep uploading there. Probably some more podcasts, just generally, I really like doing those. Film reviews, gonna continue coming out. Other probably like folio pieces, you know, actual like professional filmmaking stuff, because I am trying to get into that more and more. That sort of stuff will be uploaded there, and it will really, really separate people who are into that side of what I'm doing and people who are more into the video essay side. So don't fret, all the videos that are on Alpha-Alpaca-Pack currently will be re-uploaded on the other one, and then as I'm publishing each new video on this new channel, I'll just unlist the previous videos. I really want to emphasize here that I don't do any of this for internet celebrityness or fame or even view count. If I wanted to get views, I would just make videos on Wes Anderson, Quentin Tarantino, Stanley Kubrick. And not like it's bad if you make videos on those people, but they're the sort of videos that people target because they know they're going to get views. That's the idea. They're popular film people, people recognize them, and I can respect that, definitely. I don't really have that much of an issue with it, but you know, the idea isn't success. The idea is to explore things that I really want to explore personally. Like, I love Stan Brakhage, so I went, hey, I'm gonna make a video essay on Stan Brakhage. And I mean, that's even how I started making video essays. Belatar, who directed my favorite film ever, currently, Workmeister Harmonies, I'm like, hey, this is a really, really good film. This is a fantastic director. I want to make a video on him. Anyway, hopefully that'll please some people, because video essays are, I think, the best content I make. In general, I really, really like the idea of things being great and polished, and if that gets me more success and views, then perhaps I'll be able to set up like a Patreon in the future. Yet again, not in it for the money, but if I had money, I'd be able to do this as a job, and then I'd be able to make more content, which is really the ultimate goal. I just want to make good content, lots of it. That might be a thing in the future if those become successful or more successful than they are. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not sure how well I explained all of this, so if there are any queries or questions or whatever, just ask me. Hopefully I haven't destroyed anyone's life majorly. This honestly is just kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm just moving things. It really isn't that big a deal. I'm just moving some videos around. View counts get lost. So what? It's just views. And yeah, eventually I suppose I'm going to take this video down and upload it on the new channel, and then it'll be fully clean. It'll just be video essays. And yeah, that's about it. That's the information I needed to convey to you. How to end this sort of thing, I'm not sure. I came about this idea after some deliberation, so hopefully I'm not making a major mistake in my life. I have a feeling it's not that big a deal. I'm not like removing my kidney and moving to Tibet to become a monk or something, you know, it's not that crazy. Yeah.